deceive them. When you're good, it's not bragging. And elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome to the Rose Bowl, home to the UCLA Bruins. As we'll see a participant from last year's playoff, the LSU Tigers, taking on a team from the ACC, the UCLA Bruins. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. LSU ready to kick it away to get things started. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage and got it out to the 41 with a first down.
And that's what I love about this offense. You're not going to get all of your big chunk plays in the passing game by throwing it deep down the field. You can kind of dink and dunk. And on that RPO play, they had it dialed up and set up to go to that player in the right flat. Nice job.
Wants to go up top on first down. Gets it to the back. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to get this guy the ball in space.
The give to the back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Shotgun snap, wants to throw it on third. Complete to the left. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the first down at the 36. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
I don't know if that's the coverage you want to be throwing wide receiver screens against. Oftentimes, you want the receivers to have some access. You want the DBs to be off a couple of yards so you can help set up the blocks and give the receivers somewhere to go with it. It's hard to run that against press coverage, and they only picked up a few yards there.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Leaves it with the running back. Trying to pound their way forward. He picks up a couple to the 31. Ball at the 31. 3rd and short coming. Defense trying to rise up. From the gun, wants to pass. Grant near the marker. It's Martins. Inside the 20-yard line. Pushed out at the 18, and they're in business. And on that 3rd and short, I don't think he was unhappy to see that zone.
Nope, it's a great job by the offense. Hey, see where the holes in the zone are? Sit down. You only need a little bit of yards on this 3rd down. Get the conversion. Move the sticks.
He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
I want to make sure I know where the playmakers are. And I can't let guys like this guy slip out of the backfield and make big plays against me. Good job being aware that they can throw the ball to the running back, closing space, and getting that fast dude on the ground.
The handoff as they run the counter play here. Dropped after a pickup of 4 down to the 16. Ninth play of the opening drive coming up, but now they face a 3rd down. Quarterback may change this route. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Finds his target down the middle. They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9. Convert that 3rd down on the slant. Now everybody sort of settles into the game.
Yeah, you do have nerves. I mean, everybody does. Opening drive, that you've watched film, and how good are they really? And you get that first down. You throw the quick timing slant. Now, everybody settle in. We're good. We got this.
Lets it go to the end zone. Touchdown, Bruin. Quick strike through the air for the score.
Well, they wanted to turn the page after losing their last game, so how about you come out in this one? On the opening drive, you march the field 75 yards and put 6 on the board. You can't start a game better than that.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the extra point makes it 7-0. 75 yards on the touchdown drive. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And he's going to try to return this one. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. To the air on 1st down. It's complete to the right. It's a fumble. Oh, and a burst disaster by falling on his own fumble. They knock him down finally, but boy, he was trying to make something out of that, and he stopped short of the 1st down marker. So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call. This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Throws to the wideout. Got his man. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the 1st down.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
They'll try the run. You'll take 4 yards on 1st down every time, 2nd and 6.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Pulls it and fires to the left. Still on his feet at the 45. Breaks into the open. Touchdown LSU. Once he got a step, it was all over, right to the house. Man, he didn't just put it on his numbers. If he were throwing it at a front porch, he would have put that right in the keyhole. What a precise pass.
Right in the keyhole, right on the button, right on the face mask, whatever it was. Great throw, great timing. Nice job by the quarterback.
We're through one, and what a back-and-forth battle between these two quarterbacks as we look at the stats. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see who gets the edge early in the second. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They've got a first down here to open the period. Trying to start the drive with a pass. They go to the wide receiver screen. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
Great play by the cornerback. He was just way too physical at the point of attack. He beat his man trying to block him, and he tackled that receiver on the screen.
And now on second down for this offense. Leaves it with the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's third and long. Motion from the back. On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down.
Well, after giving up that touchdown on the opening drive, they had a little bit of a come to Jesus with their defensive coordinator on the sideline. I don't know what he said, but he, I think, just invoked the fear of God into this defense, because this 3 and out has been sensational, dominant. This is the way they've got to play moving forward.
LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. They tied it with a touchdown the last time they had it, and trying to complement the defense's good work by taking the lead here. Flips it out to the back. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few.
You know, it's funny. I know running backs oftentimes are afterthoughts when it comes to the passing game, but when you think about it, this guy's been making people miss his entire life taking handoffs. So why wouldn't you try to get him involved in the passing game as well? You just saw in that last play how dangerous he is after the catch.
The Tigers have their whole playbook. Some would call it swag, some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. When you're good, it's not bragging. An elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome to the Rose Bowl, home to the UCLA Bruins. As we'll see a team looking to make it back to the CFP this year, the LSU Tigers, taking on a team from the ACC, the UCLA Bruins. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. And the Bruins will get us started with the opening kickoff. Out of the end zone. Makes a move. He's on the loose. Can they catch him? They won't get him. It's a touchdown. He is headed to the sideline with a little bounce in his step after scoring on that kick return.
And he should have some bounce in his step. How about the effort, weaving in and out, covering all that space, great blocking on the play, and he does the rest. You don't put guys back deep that can't roll. And you can see when he got in the open field, he rolled out.
If you can do that, I don't know why you don't do it every time. Reduce the risk. Banged it out of the back of the end zone. They'll put it in play at the 25. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. And he runs into a wall. Maybe got it back to the line of scrimmage. Working well behind the sticks on second down. The give to the tailback. Forges ahead. Picks up about 3 to the 29.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
They'll send the back in motion. He might want another play. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. Got room on the return. And they capitalized not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
Man, that's not the attempt you wanted to start the game. First pass of the game, interception. Man, just this is where you go over the sidelines. You have a good talk with your coach. You settle down. It's not the end of the world. It's one pass, but that is not the start he had in mind today.
This offense has it with really good field position. Here's a quick throw out to the left. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Offenses want to get the ball to their playmakers really fast. And they try to throw the wide receiver screen, but how about the defender? He was right there in this space, got him on the ground as soon as he caught it. He was ready for that play.
Wants to go up top. Got his man. And they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. They want to run this quarterback. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a 1st down. They're going to go for it on 4th down. And remember from this, and he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Tigers.
One thing this team has shown early this year, it does not take them long to find their footing. They get off to fast starts. That was critical for them, winning their first game, and you've seen it here in this one too. They show up ready to go. There's no sleepwalking. I think you got to give this coaching staff a ton of credit for putting their players in good positions to have success.
LSU 14, UCLA 0.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going. There he goes! We've seen this from this sophomore, so dangerous after he makes the grab.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys on the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
The Bruins, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Power football with the run. Picks up the first down, still moving. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. You think about the long list of great UCLA running backs. You know, people forget Jackie Robinson was a UCLA running back.
And Jackie also started safety for UCLA. He started both ways. Just think about how good of an athlete you have to be to do that. But the tradition, the uniforms, the Rose Bowl, everything about UCLA just smells good.
Looking downfield on first down. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. Oh, it's a fumble. That football must be riveted to your rib cage. How can you let it go? At least they fell on it.
I got to tell you, man, I'm impressed. Not with the throw, not with the decision, but how the offense flew around after the interception, getting to the ball, David, and creating that fumble.
And I think the QB breathing a big sigh of relief. You thought you made a game-changing pick, but how about flying to the football, like you said, making the tackle, getting the football out, recovering it, and, getting a first down. That's how you do it.
You're trying to throw the wide receiver screen to pick up that first down, but the defense just too much speed getting to the ball carrier on that one.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Here's the handoff. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
It's 3rd down, and they've got to get it to the 33. Gets the back moving. Someone not clear on the snap count. It'll be a false start, and they'll move it back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Lining up to convert 3rd down. The offense changing the play. Some early movement along the offensive line, and they'll walk it back. Defense more than happy to take that free yardage. Now on 3rd down for this offense. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Caught over the middle. It's long. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down.
QBs, when they see these zone coverages, man, some of them panic. Some of them throw it too quickly and can make bad decisions. I like how he waited a little bit, waited for the right window, the right opportunity. There's always going to be holes in zones. I just got to be a little bit patient.
Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. They're in field goal range here on 4th down, but they're going to keep this offense on the field. They'll move the wide receiver. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. The quarterback just lost track of the play clock, didn't get the snap off quickly enough. Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. Desperately wanted to convert on 4th down, but couldn't do it.
Man, that is a big-time drop right there. 4th down, opportunity to catch it, maybe get the 1st down. That is tough to swallow, but as a QB, I got to walk over to him and say, listen, dude, we're going to need you later on. I still believe in it.
They'll leave it with him. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front?
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. And he's got his man along the sideline. He'll come up a little short of the 1st down. LSU quick to the line. They'll go to the air on 3rd and short. Got his man quickly. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45.
Well, not down in distance. The quarterback's got to get rid of it so quickly, right? He knows the defense is going to be bearing down on him, so a nice job catching the gun snap and then turning and pivoting, getting it out of his hands quickly and accurately to pick up the 1st.
Finds his man. It's Myers. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the 2nd quarter. Guys, LSU has the lead here, and they were able to build that lead into double figures. Let's take a quick look at our early stats before we move on. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the 2nd period and they try to find a way to answer. A little release to the back. And he's able to shed 1 tackle, but still just a very short gain.
And this offense, I think, will do a good job in this game divvying up the football and distributing it to different guys in the passing game. It won't just be receivers. It's not going to be tight ends. This running back, he's a weapon, too, after he catches it. You saw it right there.
They go to the ground. Fights off a defender. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard.
Man, nowhere to run on that play at all.
About all you can say is do better. But that's the problem. Are they able to do better?
And that's why you keep trying things, right? Keep trying to get on the perimeter, run it up the middle, try different things to see what you do well.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. It's a draw. He's in open space downfield. Got enough to move the sticks. 1st down from the 17.
You got to be impressed by what you've seen by this offense so far in this game. In the 1st half, they've got a nice lead, and they've been able to do it with explosive plays, but they've also been able to do it with efficiency and getting 1st downs and staying on the field. You saw another great example right there running the football. Anything they want to do right now is working.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. They'll run it out of the shotgun. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Well, you live by the blitz, you die by the blitz. That time, the defense called it at the perfect time. The linebacker able to make the stop on a short game.
And from the offense's perspective, that's probably making a little something out of nothing. 3rd down, red zone play, crowd alive. From the gun, wants to pass. touchdown and just didn't look the ball in. It'll be fourth down. They'll send out the kicker here. This whole play is going to see if this kicker can operate in the sea of noise. Absolutely center cut. And that lead grows even bigger. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Fellas, it's gone final in a huge top 25 showdown. Here's how it went down. Notre Dame went into hostile territory and came away with a convincing victory. The Irish always get everyone's best punch, but today they took that punch and delivered a knockout of their own. We'll see a lot of games this week, but few will have as much of an impact on the Big Ten standings as this one does, gentlemen.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Looking to throw on first down. He's got him in the flat. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And that's kind of a lot of today's running game, right? Spit the ball out quick, get it to your playmakers in space, get positive yards. It's instead of running the ball a couple yards up the middle, now you just spit it out wide, and a lot of times if you break a few tackles, it could be even bigger.
Off play action. Sends it downfield. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play.
And that's a really good job by this defense being dialed in. You got a big lead. You know exactly what's coming. This offense is going to have to make some explosive plays down the field. They were ready, they were disciplined, and made a good play on the football.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. Quarterback making checks. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Complete to the left. Open spaces. Touchdown, UCLA. He got a step and just dusted the field.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Looks like he's going to bring it out. Tackled at the 24 and almost breaks even with the yardage he would have gotten with a touchback. Settle for a field goal, but David got to find that balance between being aggressive and careful.
And I think they'll take that. I got the lead, Palmer. I got the football. I got to take care of the football, put a nice drive together, and just get some kind of points on this drive.
No doubt. Lots to be happy about right now if you're this team. I think for this one, though, on this drive, it's about finding the one-on-one matchups that are in your favor and then exploiting them.
Sends it back in motion. The snap sets up the throw. It's complete on the right side. Strong, firm tackle.
That wide receiver on the outside is dangerous. When you're playing zone coverage, it's really hard because you're not chasing him. You can't really get hands on him. You got to make sure you send more guys his direction. Maybe slide those linebackers toward that wide receiver so you got a little more help on the outside.
The Tigers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. To the air on second down. Sets up the screen. Turning it on. Smashes him with the stiff arm. And the explosiveness, the big gainer gets him to the 49-yard line.
And they executed that running back screen to perfection. Quarterback held on to it. He let the rush get to him. Offensive lineman got out in position, and the running back sold it too. Once he had the ball in his hands, he just had blockers and green field out in front of him. They pick up an explosive play on a running back screen.
Looking to throw on first down. Punch it out of the air. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play.
I think really good wide receivers do a good job of making every route kind of look the same. You could tell this looked like a vertical route. So if I'm a DB, I'm bailing, and all of a sudden he sits that hitch down. Nice job by the wide receiver, creating enough separation to create a positive gain.
Here comes the offense on second down. Motion from the back. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Just a short pass to the tight end. They'll get him stopped at the 34. He's got 10 yards on that one and a first down.
It's not a great feeling on defense, too. When you're blitzing, you're expecting to get a sack. You're expecting to get a hit on the quarterback. If the offensive line and running backs pick it up, because now you have one less guy in the back end trying to cover all these receivers and tight ends, and you know you're in trouble.
They just keep firing. He's looking deep. Intercepted deep in his own end. Looking for more room. They get him on the ground at the 33-yard line, but the interception, the turnover, has given this offense a great shot. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They'll start this drive at the 33-yard line. Complete to start this drive. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size. Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on first down, setting up an easier second down. Understanding I don't always have to push the ball down the field, but see the tight end, make the throw. No, it's not a big gain, but makes life really easy on me on second down.
To the ground with the back. And he is snuffed out, greeted by a host of defenders.
And man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a baller.
And the Bruins are at the line looking to convert on third and short. They'll send the back in motion. They're going to go to the air on third and short. Caught near the sticks. It's Marks. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where.
And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His third interception of the day.
And I like the aggressiveness. I understand you're down, right before the half. You want to go get some points, but you can't turn the football over here. Now you've set the other team up in a position to maybe get more points as the first half's winding down.
Wants to throw on first down. He lost it high and deep down the left side. And it's knocked away downfield. The DB getting a hand in there.
Well, the offense taking a shot after getting the takeaway. They're in what's called the fringe area. It's not quite the red zone, but it's a good spot to throw posts, to throw goes, to throw deep corner routes, smash routes. And that's exactly what they were thinking that time. Just a little bit off on the throw. Nice play by the defense, but I love the aggressive nature that time by the O.
The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Wants to go up top on first down. Zings it complete to the right. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. And here on second down, they'll send out the field goal unit to try to get 3 before the break. Never a doubt. And that will extend their lead even further. So they get the late field goal right before the half and not much time after this kickoff for an answer.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
One more snap coming before halftime. Quarterback making adjustments. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Hits him inside the 20, still going. Boy, he almost finished his half with a bang, and are they lucky to get him stopped? They're eager to head to that dressing room right now. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. LSU ready to boot it away and open this second half. That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. UCLA will go back to work on offense. Maybe adjustments or attitude adjustments, but they've got to find a way to run the ball at least some here in the second half.
I do think you said something that's important. I think running the football is an attitude. Like, it starts with the offensive lineman and being physical, having a nasty attitude. Running back, same thing. I think they need more of that in the second half.
You know, and I think if you're this defense, you have an opportunity to make a statement here. Yeah, I know you guys went in at halftime and you riled yourselves up and you told yourself that you think you can run the ball on us. On this very first drive, we're going to prove to you, just like in the first 30 minutes, you cannot.
Give to the running back. Rumbles ahead for a pickup of 5 to the 29.
Man, it's easy to call plays when you're getting 5 or 6 yards of pop on the ground. Like, why would I get complicated? Why would I get complex? Like, up front right now, this group just win, fall forward, get that good game, stay ahead of the sticks, don't have to get in bad situations. This defense better respond, or else I'll do that all the way down the field.
Linebackers trying to create some confusion. On third and long, try to convert through the air. That's reeled in, it's long. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. The Bruins will line up to punt it away. First time today we've seen a punter go to work. Fields the punt and looking for daylight. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. To the air on first down. Throwing right. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
So now it's second and long. They'll go to the ground. Not a lot of daylight. He gets 1 to the 32.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down. And they got to keep that up here in the second half.
On 3rd and long. He's going to have to throw for it. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
It's so nice when you know it's 3rd and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. A rather unproductive series last time, 3 and out, and they'll try to do better this time around. Wants to adjust the pattern. Looking downfield on 1st down. Catch in the middle. It's massive. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. Motion from the wideout. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Well, you can see the frustration on this guy's face. He's one of the best receivers in college football, and they knew coming into this game that he had to get touches, but you can't say enough about how good this defense has been defending him. They've always had an answer, whether it's single coverage, double coverage, man or zone. They have not let him go off, and that's a big reason why they're winning this game.
From the gun on 3rd down. He almost had another one. They've already picked off 3 and just a hair away from number 4 there.
And you thought maybe in this second half this offense could just find a rhythm, find something to take advantage of this defense, but the defense has really had their number, not putting up a lot of points, and again, an empty possession right there.
He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. Gives it to the back on the draw. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a 1st down.
And for a draw play to be successful, it's not just the quarterback that has to sell pass, but also the offensive line. The tackles really letting their defensive ends rush upfield, guards and centers passing their guys off at the last second, and then running down the field trying to get hats on hats in the 2nd level.
Oh, he's got some space.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll run the toss. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run.
I think if you're the coaching staff, you have to like what you've seen from this guy so far in the game. He's pumped out some really nice runs. Obviously, he's already scored a touchdown. Really nice run there as well. And for me, I would keep thinking about creative ways of getting this guy the ball as the game goes on here in the 2nd half.
Grab near the marker. It's Chavez. They'll move the chains. Good execution on 3rd down. They've got it at the 41.
Well, offensive coordinators put in countless hours every week trying to formate and use different personnel groupings and shifts and motions to give their offensive success on 3rd down. You can tell in this game, this offensive coordinator, he has put in the work this week.
Lets it fly deep downfield. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity.
Well, the offense is getting aggressive, and they're trying to take a shot on that play. Just an awesome job in coverage on the back end defensively.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Looking to fire. Got his man. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. And the Tigers are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Shotgun snap on 3rd down. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down.
And finally the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him, weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. Complete out of the backfield, looking for the sticks. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down? Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Looking to throw on 1st down. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete. Trying to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Got it in the middle. It's Massey. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a 3rd down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the right. Got him downfield. Inside the 35, knocked out of bounds. This offense with a big play, and they'll mark it at the 33. Guys, LSU has the lead here. 3 quarters are in the books. Time becomes a factor both in trying to hold the lead or cut into it as we take a look at the stats. 1 more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Wide receiver going in motion. Gonna look downfield again. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Making side adjustments here. Back to pass on 2nd down. Catch in the middle, it's Massey. Makes the tackle at the 23-yard line. Give him 10 yards and enough for the 1st down. And the Bruins have this offense rolling.
Well, this guy has been a weapon all game long. They've lined him up all over the field. He's run all different types of routes. The defense has not been able to cover him, and he's got now over 150 receiving yards.
It's complete to the left. He'll be brought down at the 3-yard line. An explosive play in the passing game has it on the doorstep. The Bruins want to pick up the tempo.
UCLA. Music note. Music note.
And he is stopped, not getting close to the end zone. Line of scrimmage still at the 3. A designed run for the quarterback. Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line, a loss of 1.
And now a big third down coming up. Down multiple possessions. This is one, Palmer, I'm looking for 6. I'm not trying to kick a field goal. I want to cut into this lead with a touchdown.
No, you got to have it. And also, considering all of that, this is 4-down territory, too. So you need to...
Trying to rumble in. Touchdown, Bruin. Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
And this offense gets another passing touchdown. I tell you what, week 1, this connection worked. Week 2, this connection working again. I tell you what, if I'm a defense, I'm going to start focusing in on that guy because they want to find him and make big plays.
And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Mississippi State has opened up its largest lead of the game in what's shaping up to be one of the more one-sided affairs of the weekend. They're up by 24 over Virginia Tech. We'll circle back if anything changes in this exciting college football matchup.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. Running back searching for a hole. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play.
And if you'd have told this defense that they stuffed this great running back today, they'd have taken it. They'd have been happy, but the offense has still put up production, and they're still in the lead, trying to find a way to finish this one.
Out of the gun, the running back has it. Breaks into the open. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47.
Well, the defense didn't blitz. They didn't have everybody in gaps, and the offensive line took advantage at the point of attack, getting some push, opening up a hole, and the offense ripping off a nice run there.
Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. Pass the sticks, and he may get more. They stop him at the 42, but they get it across midfield, pick up 10 and the first down.
And how about the QB? We haven't seen it all game long, man. Nice job coming up big in a big moment in the 4th quarter. He says, nobody there, takes off, does it with his feet, and gets the first down.
LSU getting set on 1st and 10. From the gun, the ground game. And you want to talk about gang tackling. Everybody on the defense run to the ball.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Holds and fires complete to the right. Knocked down at the 24-yard line, but it's a big gain. 15 yards on the play, and this offense is in business.
I think most offenses around the country in a situation like this with the lead late would be trying to run the football, right, or throw it short and try to bleed the clock. But this offense, man, it's still pedal to the metal. They're looking for chunk play opportunities.
The give and tick, 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 tick. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And after that negative play on offense with the lead late in the game, I think there's still ways that you can be creative and run the football, but not be so obvious. So zone read type plays, fake dives and pitches to the running back to get him outside, jet sweeps. You can find other ways to keep the clock moving, even though the defense knows you're going to run it.
Makes the catch. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
How about this offense, man? You got to love it. Late in the 4th quarter, you have the lead. They don't get conservative. Staying balanced. Run, back it up with a pass, getting the first down, a few more first downs, and you can walk out of here with a W.
From the 14-yard line, it's 1st and 10. DB's right up on the receivers. Firing to the right, complete. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on it.
Going to work on second down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Back to pass. The screen, and watch out. Touchdown Tigers. And they take it in for 6 more points.
And it was so important for the offense to come up with a touchdown there and not kick a field goal. You're trying to put this thing out of reach. And that touchdown puts so much pressure on their opponent now with less than 2 minutes to go.
LSU 27, UCLA 14.
And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. He wants to change this route. Going right to work up top. Pressure coming. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Finds a man in the middle. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. And he just continues to put up numbers, and that number is now over 300.
This guy just throws completions, man. The ball doesn't seem to touch the ground. He's back there. He's making the right reads. Right now, he is locked into what this defense is trying to do.
Looking to throw on first down. He wants a big play here late. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot.
Now, I understand the sense of urgency for the offense now because you're trailing here by a lot in the fourth quarter, and you're just trying to take a shot to see if you can get on the board and get some of this momentum back. But the problem is the defense understands that, so they're playing coverage, and they're doing a good job on the back end. Nice job forcing the incompletion.
Second down, he'll throw it. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man on the right. Guided out of bounds at the 22. A good play for this offense as they are threatening to score.
Hey, you know, the defense here in this situation with a huge lead, they've got to anticipate that this offense is going to be trying to throw the ball to the sideline, so they've got to work different coverages to try to force the quarterback to go over the middle of the field with the football.
Wants to throw on first down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Pitts. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. Just keeps slinging it. He got it. And he will score. Touchdown, UCLA.
And that's step one. Great job by this offense getting in the end zone. Now you got to go get the stop. You got to get the football back. You got to find a way to do something to create a turnover, get an onside, to get the football back, to get back in this football game.
Lining up for the PAT. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. They march 78 yards down the field. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. He'll return it. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
And that's exactly what I want from my offense. Like, listen, they're out of timeouts. I want this clock to tick. Now, we have seen some college coaches across college football continue to run the football and also give up the football and give a gift to the other team. This one's over if I just take a knee.
Really nice job stopping the run, but the problem is you have 0 timeouts left. You cannot stop the clock right now if you're the defense, so this has got to be excruciating for them. They know the offense is just going to take their time before they snap the ball.
This defensive front just ran free in the backfield. He'll lose 3. It's one thing to execute early in the game. Tight ball game, right at the end, you need the clutch plays. These guys deliver.
You can't teach that gene. You have people that can focus in the moment or they can't. Great job by the team, staying focused, understanding it's a close battle, win those one play at a time, and then look up and then, heck, I got the win.
Yeah, David, they just had ice in their veins, and you can tell there's tremendous leadership on this football team. Guys can step up, and in the huddle, they can make sure that everybody else is focused to the task at hand in order to get the W.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.